Hello, everybody. I am here today with my cousin Angela, who you're going to see in just a second. And we decided that we are going to do our cooking for Palm Sunday. We're going to do it here on video live with you guys. So today we're going to be moving around. You're going to get to see all my crazy stuff here. And this is my cousin Angela.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
And we are going to make, so we're making a big pot of sauce. And then we are going to make the palm pasta, which is pasta that's cut. You're going to see.
Yeah.
So real quick, before we get going totally. So my cousin Angela is actually our fathers are first cousins.
Yep.
She grew up in Roseto, where I take everybody. So, you know, you got to join us sometime. So anyway, we're here just cooking today, and we said, what the heck, let's do it live. Yeah. So, and she agreed.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all of us in the family are chefs.
Yeah.
So, another chef.
Yeah,
so we're going to get started. So, we're making the sauce first.
Yeah. Olive oil. Si.
Okay. And you know, we're going to try not to fall into Italian, because when we talk, usually we talk half in Italian, half in English.
Exactly. I'm trying to hold it.
It goes back and forth.
So we're going to start with a little olive oil. And then, hold on.
Now, if you're watching, you know, I'm going to let you, okay, here.
Yeah, this one, yeah. Eso va perfecto.
Okay.
So you let a little bit, warm it up, the olive oil, not too much, because you don't want the olive oil to burn. Exactly. And then we made a base with carrots, onions, and celery, which is the base of any Italian ragu. So once the oil is ready, the olive oil is ready, you can throw this in there and just like start stirring like little by little. Not too much. The flame, it doesn't have to be too high. Yeah. Because then you will burn everything. So slowly, slowly, slowly. So we wait for the oil to warm up a little. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As she said, we're making the ragu. Just know that it's not the ragu that comes in a jar.
Exactly.
You know, that's the real name for the sauce with the meat in it in Italy. But here, like, you can't. That's why where the argument with sauce and sauce and gravy comes, because they're using gravy in place of ragu. We can't use ragu because the jarred crepe took it. Sorry, excuse me, but that's too bad. And you can't use salsa, which is sauce, because that's Mexican. So we're stuck with sauce or gravy.
Ragu di carne. That's the best way to say it.
So in here is carrot, celery, onions, a little garlic. Can't miss it what goes out.
No, for now that's it.
Okay.
You'll see. I wish you can smell it.
We make it the same, but I'm actually making sure. I'm curious to know if we make it the same. So that's it. You know.
That is, everybody has their own. I mean, you have the base, but it always has a little, you know, secret. Okay.
And so, of course, what we're going to be putting in here afterwards is we've got beef and pork.
Yeah, usually sorry to interrupt.
That's okay. No.
You can do meatballs. Like the more mixed meat you have, the better. You know, because it gives more flavor to the ragu.
Yeah, absolutely.
I remember my grandmother used to cook the ragu for 5-6 hours. Slowly, slowly, slowly. So you hear the sound. So
there's nothing like, they call it profumo.
Profumo,
we can sit here and sell it. I don't know how we say it in English, how good something smells, but you know what? It truly is perfume. Yeah, it is like, you know, take a little bit of rub
profumo
here.
The perfume, cologne, whatever you're going to
Yeah, it just needs a few minutes. Yeah. And because it's you know, chopped fine, it basically kind of melts into the sauce, and it just, it's so good.
You don't even feel it, you know, like all the... I mean, the bolognese, for example, I like it like a little bit thicker. Yeah. Because it gives more. And
I think you guys have seen me use my chopper. I've used that, and that can get it really fine, but you can stop it.
Absolutely.
But this, you know, we process this, and it's a little finer, but it's nice.
I don't know. When I do the ragu, I prefer it like this. When I do the bolognese, I like a little bit of chunks.
Yeah,
chunks. Yeah, which is the traditional recipe. Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't put a lot of olive oil because the meat is gonna get all the grease out.
So
some,
some little bit of the fat.
Yeah, the fat.
That's all the flavor. So these pieces of pork have a little teeny bit thin layer of fat on it, and these are pieces of the boneless pork ribs, which I love because they have just that little bit of fat, but the rest of it's really lean. But that little bit of fat gives it the flavor. Exactly. You know, in Italy, they use the oil, but they also use the strutto. They use lard. Okay. And if you go to Italy, you're like, why is their sauce so different? I make it the same way. No, you don't. It's that one spoonful, just one spoonful of the lard in there, and it is like, oh, heaven.
It's delicious. It gives like that difference. taste. Yeah, absolutely. All right, perfetto.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start.
In case you missed it, this is my cousin Angela.
I'll see hearts coming.
There you go. Yeah, send me some hearts.
Yeah.
And if you want to like send us some stars, that'd be even better.
Yeah,
not the emoji, like you know
the real star.
real stars.
All right.
All right, so we got the beef in there, and then we'll put the pork in.
Absolutely. Andiamo.
I'll let you fry it.
Andiamo.
So this was basically, maybe about a pound or so of the beef cubes. It was like the stew beef. Today I did it that way because that's what I had. And then it was a little, that was more than a pound of the pork. That was probably about a pound and a half, maybe a little bit more. But
and then
there's going to be a bunch of us eating tomorrow. So.
And then this one, you can put a little bit of heat.
You know what I'm going to do? Real quick, I'm going to show you what the pot looks like. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at that. Looky. Looks nice.
Yeah.
That's the beginning.
So once the base is done and you put the meat, you can put the heat a little bit up. So si fa la crosticina.
Yep.
It gets like the little. Yeah.
So you want it to sear a little bit.
Yep.
So
yep.
you get
Sear.
that little,
Yep. Sear. That's the right. Yep.
The right crust on there.
I still have to learn English.
Great English. Every now and then a little word here or there. That's all. Now I'm going to let you know what kind of. So of course I don't have any homemade tomatoes right now because since I didn't have a garden here this year because I was in Italy, and next year I'm going to have my garden over there. But this is just, I tell you what, the jarred tomatoes, so much better than the stuff in a can.
Absolutely.
Either the jars or the boxes. You know, there's the Palmy brand, Palmy, or any of these ones with the, did you open them already?
Because I want to be ready.
I'm like, why is this loose? She already loosened them.
I forgot to tell you, I'm sorry.
Good thing, I would pick the boom.
I know, right?
Anyway, so the jar and the box do not impart all that plasticky stuff, you know, so like inside of most of your cans, they're lined with plastic. So you got the possibility of the metal leaching in. You got the especially because these are acidic. You got the plastic. You don't want that. So the jars are my favorite. Second favorite is the boxes.
I mean, in Italy, you know, we make sauce.
Yeah, we make it all
the tomato
fresh,
sauce like every August, like, and we put it on the in the jar.
In these jars.
Yeah.
The lids over here.
Perfect. I need to cover a little bit. So it keeps like all the flavor and everything. Yeah, and the juices.
I'm going to put this over here. Those are ready. Yep. All right. So, shall we start making some pasta?
Yeah.
There's Angela cooking the meat.
Almost ready.
Stirring it around.
You don't want to let it too much cook because then it's going to lose.
Yeah, it gets tough then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. So.
Okay.
Now.
Red wine.
Okay, we're going to put a little red wine in here. Oh yeah. That's probably about a cup.
A cup and a half. Yeah, it depends. Yeah.
We know how to measure by looking. So we are going to make it with eggs. You know, there's other ways. You can make pasta with just water and flour. You can make pasta with water and a couple eggs. You can make it with lots of eggs and a little bit of water. So there's a lot of ways to do it.
Yeah, mostly the long pasta needs more egg. I mean, it needs egg. The short one, not really. Yeah. Or maybe you can put 1 or 2. Depends on how many grams and stuff. Perfect.
All right.
For 8 people.
I usually make like 100 grams per person.
Yeah, 100 grams per person.
Now, if we get to the point where we have like 8 or 10 people, then sometimes I do a little less.
Yeah.
I don't do 100 per. For some reason, it goes further.
Yeah, exactly.
When you have more, I don't know why.
Yeah, it's.
We're gonna make 600 grams because we're supposed to have 6 people tomorrow, and I'm not gonna eat much, and I know my other friend is not gonna eat too much pasta, so we're gonna.
I will
be
eat it for you.
Then I have in case I have
anybody else.
Oh, you
said 6.
I meant another bowl.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, we're doing 6.5. 650. So I'm going behind the camera right now because I'm gonna stir.
Yeah, stir. Yeah, please.
Stir the meat here.
So we're going to start putting the flour in the middle of the table.
That's it.
And then we do a little, we call like...
A well.
La fontana. Facciamo un piccolo, like a little, perfetto.
Okay. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Okay. And we love wearing black when we're working with flour.
Oh, just one thing. When you break the the egg.
That's better, yeah. Well, I do the same thing.
Yeah, I do it on this part because you never know.
Exactly. Always do it in another one, as I always say, so you don't end up with... Mandai, I'm from up in the mouth.
1, 5.
And I'll get a little bit of water.
Yeah, and salt I have it here. Perfect. All right.
We are now putting...
Yeah, so the meat is ready, and now we're going to start putting all the sauce in it.
Oops, this way. Okay, there we go.
Don't forget to rinse the jar.
Oh, yeah. Always rinse the jar and get the last little bit of sauce out. Because you don't want to waste one drop. Because now we take it, we shake it, take it, and shake it. Where's the lid?
Yeah.
Let's do a quick little... Okay, see? Look at the difference of the jar, see? So we're going to do this now. One into the next. Okay, and now we're just putting
That's it. And then you put salt and pepper at the end, yeah?
Okay, let me turn this. Now I'm going to put the jars over here because we're going to wash them and save them because, you know, we make more sauce.
More sauce, yeah? Okay. Salt.
And all these lids.
Perfetto. Okay. And a little pepper. Perfetto. Sorry. And that's it. Just let it cook.
Oh yeah, I gotta put a little bit of pepinette in.
Okay.
No vogue.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can.
We're putting just one pinch.
You should not, but it's okay.
I know it doesn't usually, but oh, come on, doesn't that smell like home?
Oh yes, it
is. Just because. There we go. It's like a blessing.
Yeah. I mean, I love oregano. Don't get me wrong.
Benedizione, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not really an oregano type of sauce.
You can put it in the pizzaiola sauce, which is but
a little bit. Just one pinch.
Once I'm done with the fork, I need this.
Yeah, I know.
I love doing it with my hands.
I know. I like doing it with my hands most.
Just because I love to be. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Little by little.
You know, we're just gonna do this and have a good time. I'm letting her do it today. I always
love it.
I love it too.
How many times we say that we're supposed to do this?
Yeah.
But
we've been talking about doing a video together forever.
Forever.
And you know,
lo sai che devi prendere quella come si chiama? La taglia pasta? L'ho lavata?
Oh, aspetta.
Sì, sta sopra,
Questo piccolo?
Sì, sì, perfetto,
È già pulito.
Sì, sì, l'ho pulita, This is clean. Okay.
Now,
let me rinse my hands.
There is a tool that I don't have. In Italy, tutti hanno rasolik?
Quale?
You have a rasolik?
Sì.
I don't have one. So, there's a little tool. It almost looks like a, it's kind of like L-shaped. It's got a little, it's like a scraper. Okay.
A scraper.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to describe.
It is something you scraped all the flour off the board and you pulled everything together like she's using this one here. But, you know, they were old. They were made out of steel.
Yeah. Metal.
And it was just the best little tool.
Yeah.
And I don't have one, and I want one.
No,
so I'm going to find. I'm on a mission.
Maybe you can find one.
But anyway. So usually, I'm going to give you the measurements.
Yeah.
Usually, approximately, okay? And it depends on the weather. Like today is really humid, and so
the flour,
depends on what kind of flour you're using. You know, we're using organic flour. We're using organic eggs. We're using filtered water. Organic
good
water.
Stuff.
Anyway, but also the weather and all that stuff makes a difference. So the base is usually 100 grams of flour to 60 grams of wet. Yeah. Okay, so that means an egg. And usually, it used to be that like one large egg was approximately 60 grams. So you could kind of get one egg per, but it's not. Most of these large eggs these days are 52, 53 grams. Yes, I measure them. So,
sorry.
What you want? It's okay. I'm holding it for you.
Thank you.
So what I say is, you know, you can, for example, if you want to drop your egg in the cup on your scale, and I always say, if you don't have a kitchen scale, you need to have a kitchen scale. Okay.
Yeah.
This kitchen scale I have is like $10-11 on Amazon, and if you go to my Dorina'sKitchen.com and scroll down to my Amazon store, I have these little scales in my Amazon store in case you want to know which one to find. But you don't need an expensive scale. Anyway.
No, you don't need expensive.
But you can put, you know, one egg and then just add a little teeny bit of water to it. till it equals 60. Now, when you get to the last egg or the last 2 eggs, don't add extra water. Test it first and see if you need a little smidge more, okay? Because it could be one of those humid days where you got enough moisture in the air.
Exactly, yeah.
Now, eventually, if you do it often enough, you can just put the flour on here. You can go handfuls. You get the idea of a handful. You know, a good handful is about 100 grams of flour. You know, so, you know, we should test that. While you're doing this, I'm going to test the theory.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Turn this. Here's my scale and my container. And while she's kneading the dough, we're going to see what because this is how you learn how to do it the way Nonna did it, okay? So you do, you know, a little bit, a handful of this and a pinch of that. And if you don't learn how to cook that way, then you know what, you will never, ever be a full cook. Because if you're constantly married to a recipe, you will not cook. Yeah. Because then you're constantly running to the store. Oh, I don't have this ingredient. You know, one time, I'm going to tell a story. One time, some lady called me up, and I'm kind of glad I don't remember who it was. Because I'd feel bad then, you know, saying, oh, you know, this girl. But somebody called me up. Dorina, I don't know what to do. I'm like, what's the matter? What's the matter? I'm making this chicken dish, and it calls for slivered almonds. I don't have any. What should I do? I'm like, oh, Madonna mia. I'm like, well, it's just the garnish. You can leave it off.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to know what you can leave off. You need to know what you need to put on. You know, you need to be able to play and let this be your playground. Like, come on. Kids love playing with Play-Doh. Yeah. What is Angela doing right now?
Yeah, I'm having fun.
Just because we get older doesn't mean we don't want to play with the
anymore.
Dough, yeah. All right. So just for fun here, I'm going to get
give me a little flour here, please. Yes. Just a little bit. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So here's a handful. Let's see how much it weighs. Okay, 64 grams. Now let's see. If I make a bigger handful, I'm going to find that 100-gram handful. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to bet I don't hit 100. No, that's 82. So, you know, about a handful and a half. Okay, here's a half. There we go, 106. So you need a handful and a half if you have my size hand. Now, Angela, her hands are small, so she probably needs two full handfuls. So per person. Yeah. Okay. This is how you play it, how you figure it out. So you go ahead and do it. Maybe you figure it out approximately. Eventually, you just eyeball it. You're like, that's one person. That's 2 people. And then you throw in enough eggs and enough water.
Before, like, they didn't have a skill, so that they were like, wait with that.
You had to do it by eyeball, you know, because that was all there was. So it's not a bad thing. Too much talking.
Oh my God! Look at this.
That's
look
beautiful.
Look at this, almost ready.
Look at that. Look at. You want to see when you see this, the nice when it has a nice give to it. You know, that's what you want.
Not ready yet.
Makes a nice dimple. As she's working it here, and if you get tired, I can do something.
No.
She's like, no.
I'm having fun.
As you do it, it gets smoother and smoother. Because see, right now,
right
now there's kind of like these dimples in it still. Yeah. And that's what you're working out.
Yep.
Because what you're doing when you knead the dough is you're getting the flour to absorb all the water. And the smoother it gets, actually almost the softer
and you always
it gets.
have to do with this.
Oh yeah, you got to use the palm.
It's called trombare in Italy. Trombare, which means something else. But when you work on the pasta, they say trombare.
So, you know, and if you'll see how she's doing it the same way I do it, you lean in with your shoulder. You can't, if you do this with your arms like this, your arms will fall off.
Yep. So, and it's not, the dough is not going to come it
doesn't come. But, you know, you do one arm at a time, and you lean with your shoulder, and that's how you do it.
You make love.
Yeah. Well, you know what I say, you know, cooking is love.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm sorry. They say food is love.
Oh, yeah.
So cooking is making love.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Siamo quasi pronti.
Yeah. So it's, we got the sauce cooking on low. We got the pasta dough making, so we're going to let this smooth out. And see how sometimes she's rolling it long, roll it over. Just play with it. Have fun. You know, everybody I watch do dough. And compared to even when I do, we all do it a little different. We all need the dough a little bit different. It's what's comfortable for us. You know, it's what's comfortable for different people.
Absolutely.
Who's shorter is going to do it one way. Who's taller is going to do it another way. Who's skinnier is going to do it another way. And who's chunkier is going to do it another way. I mean, it's the way it is. You know. Yeah. Look at how beautiful. Look at how smooth this is. Like a baby's culo. Nice cheeks.
Yeah.
So what we can do is we can wrap it in plastic.
Yeah.
But I hate using plastic. Or we can put it underneath.
Yeah, you
the bowl.
can do either one. As long as say humido seco, it doesn't get the crust.
We don't want it to get crust. We don't want crust.
It depends. I always put plastic because I feel safe.
Yeah.
Because you never know inside the temperature. Like
All right. If we're gonna do plastic.
Aspetti, perfect.
Then we'll get out the big industrial plastic.
The best.
Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to give it a quick little...
Yeah.
And we're going to let this...
Let it rest, yeah.
Sit here.
I'm going to go rinse my hands.
Go ahead. Hey.
Mamma mia.
Oh, mamma mia. Look at that.
Madonna che profumo. Mamma mia. I want to eat it now.
I know, and we're making this for tomorrow. We're like,
yeah, I know, right?
Now. It's like,
we have to wait till tomorrow.
That's it, right? So,
okay. I just need a small spoon.
Oh, we're gonna test it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no,
the salt.
We gotta test it for
the salt.
Now, one of the things, and I'm sure Angela would agree, you test it for salt. You don't add too much at the beginning.
No.
Because as it cooks down, it gets too... So you want to make sure that it doesn't have too much now, because if by some crazy chance we added too much now, we'd add a little more tomatoes.
I'll put it, that's why at the beginning you don't put any salt, even because of the meat.
The meat has some salt to it too. Exactly. So,
we did 4 bottles.
No, but she said how many ounces? These are 24 ounce.
Oh, yeah.
These are 24 ounce bottles. These are made with 100% Italian tomatoes. Yeah. Okay. Passata. Passata is the thin sauce. Whereas, the other ones that are, come si chiama, the chunky one?
In Italian?
Yeah. No, I know how to say it in English.
I know.
Polpa. Oh, polpa. Yes, that's grazie Maria, grazie. Yes. Or Josephine Pelato. Okay, Pelato is whole.
Yeah,
Pelato is whole, yeah.
That's why I say San Marzano, like the whole one.
Yeah.
That's what
Pelato's whole, thank you.
Yeah.
But and polpa.
Polpa, yeah.
It's the Sunday sauce with the meat, so it's got beef and pork.
You can put sausage, you can put meatballs.
Yeah, you can put whatever.
You can put anything, no ground beef.
The more flavors, the more different meats you put in, the more flavor it gives it, makes it more...
If you want to do the bolognese, you put ground beef. But for this sauce, you just put meat chunks. Yeah.
Chunks of meat. So in this one, we have... some chunk. I had some stew meat, so we used that.
Yeah.
Some stew meat, beef, and then we used some boneless pork ribs that we did. We cut up in pieces, and I'll tell you what, my favorite meat in the sauce is the pork ribs
because it gives a lot of flavor.
Now, if you ever do it with and the ribs on the bone, they're good and they're even better. But I just happen to have and you pick them out, and the meat just falls off the bone. It's like, it's so good.
Oh my God, look at this. All right, we have to put this down a little bit.
So you know what we're going to do?
Slowly. Okay, all right, perfect.
If not,
lo puoi mettere proprio lento.
Okay, so what we've done, we've got this on low, and we're just going to leave it alone now. Yeah. Because this is going to be cooking, this is good for tomorrow. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah. Now, to make this pasta, if you're like Pinuccia, this is my friend in Italy. She's like a beast, man. She rolls out the dough and with the big rolling pin. I have the big rolling pin. But we're going to use the pasta machine today just for the sake of doing it a little quicker. And more than likely, you're not going to roll it out like Pinuccia does. So let's do it in a way that you'll get it.
Exactly.
But if you come to Italy with me, she will cook for you. And she will teach you how to do it. And it's like you just watching her like mesmerized. She's a beast.
No piano.
So what she's doing is putting a little bit of flour on the towels here. So they're all cotton. Make sure you are using 100% cotton towels or cotton tablecloth to put your pasta on. Years ago, let me tell you the stupid thing I did once.
What did you do?
Many years ago, I was making ravioli for, I forget what holiday. Might have been Easter, I don't know, something. Anyway, I was making ravioli, and I grabbed a couple, real quick, I just went under my cabinet, grabbed a couple tablecloths, threw them on the table. They were not cotton. They were like polyester.
Oh, yo.
So I've got them there. I covered them up, to dry. I went to pick them up to move them. The wet from the ravioli and the no breathability of that, they all stuck to the tablecloth. I was so ready to cry. I ended up turning it into a ravioli lasagna because I just picked up and I had to but I made it like you have to save it. But I was like, oh God, I hadn't made it. You know, it was just
that's how you learn, though.
Oh yeah, you know, and so you never ever. But this was so many years ago. God, I don't remember. So look at this beautiful dough, huh?
Bellissima. And look like 15 minutes.
The hell with Netflix. This is your Saturday night entertainment.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, to hell with Netflix.
Love it.
Thank you, Terry. So when you're starting, obviously, you need to start on the thickest, the widest setting. So, and you know what? Every pasta machine is different. Because, actually, no, that's not a number two.
That's okay, even though it's fine.
I have some that go different. They go the opposite way.
Oh, really?
I've seen one. Yeah.
Oh, never.
So I was like, okay, so
I put a little flour. I cut a little piece.
I'm
being
camera person. Okay, so we got it.
I cut a little piece. Always make sure that it's
Keep it
covered.
covered.
Yeah, because you don't want the little crust. And then you put a little flour. Then you make a little piece, and then you start putting it in the machine. Perfect.
Let's see how that looks.
And you start it little by little. And then you fold it again.
There we go.
Always like a little flour never hurts, you know? Because you don't want that to get stick. Then you do it again. Okay. And then you do it again. Okay. See?
Oh, there we go.
You're starting rectangular, like whatever. Just like make sure.
Yeah, because what you want to do is you want to keep moving it around so that it is, you get a nice rectangular shape to it. You want it straight. You don't want it like long and oval.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know the best way to do it is if you got two people, because then one holds the pasta and one rolls.
That's it. That's the best. Yeah.
Yep. Perfect.
I mean, questa pappardelle, diciamo, no? Yeah. It should be a little bit more thicker, but I think this one is fine.
No, I think it's good. No, I think it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this, we went to number
1 to 4.
1 to 4.
Yeah.
So you don't want it paper thin. The only thing you want really thin is when you make the lasagna. Some people make it straight lines, and some people make it the zigzag line with the qualify too.
Lo sprone, questo qua.
Well, these are both the, yeah.
So usually I don't like it that long, but like this, what do you think?
Sure. I'm easy, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to tell you a story. So a lot of people make the palm pasta in pieces that are uneven.
Yeah.
That are, some are longer than others, some are a little wider than others.
Yeah.
She's a perfectionist, but I guess it goes with being part of our family. But I'm also like, you know, hey, let's do it like traditional way. But she's going to do it by hand, by eyeball, even though she was using the knife to kind of almost make a mark. And she's gonna, why don't you just cut it across the whole
I was just trying one.
No,
I just want to make before I cut everything. So no, ci vogliono più lunghe.
That's good. They're supposed to be.
We're gonna
they're
start
supposed to be crooked. Fingo.
Facciamo
do it there. That way, some will be a little longer. And really, truly, the old way, the old traditional way, is making them some a little wider, some a little thinner, always wide, but some a little bit, and some cut shorter, some cut longer. And that's like the old traditional way.
Absolutely.
To do the palm pasta, because your palms are always different size, different shape. So therefore, this is to resemble that. Some people do it with the rolly cutter, and some people make them with just a straight cutter, like your pizza cutter.
But that's the traditional one.
Quale?
Cusprone.
Yeah, actually.
Where I live.
Where she lives, in her house.
But that's what in Puglia they make.
Yeah, but I know people in Roseto who make it not with the zigzag cutter.
Who are these people?
Huh?
Who are these?
So we've got them right here. So if you can see here on my, see them? Look at how nice these are. I'm hoping you can see these because there we go. Yeah, you can see them. Okay. Nice dough. We're putting them out here and letting them cook. Letting them dry. Let them cook.
If they like a little bit thicker, you can do
if you like it thicker, that's fine. I would not go thinner.
Yeah. Not too thin and not too thick.
You don't want it too thin because, let's see.
I mean, once they get in the water, they're gonna
they're gonna
they
fluff
grow,
up.
yeah,
They puff, you know.
because they have eggs.
So, yeah. Look at this. After it rests, look at how beautifully soft this is. It's softer than when we start when she finished when she finished kneading it. It was a little firmer, but now it's like, look at the swoosh. Look at that. Whoop! It's like pinching a cheek.
True.
A face cheek.
True.
Not a cooler cheek. We're gonna cut some pasta.
That's amore.
That's it, huh? Okay. And now, this one's a little long. Troppo lungo questo?
No.
All right.
Oh, questo è bellissimo.
Ooh.
A little flour.
Okay. Check that out, huh? Not too shabby. We got some beautiful pasta. Oh, wow, that's a long one. Okay, I'm ready.
Wait.
This one I'm going to cut in half to make her happy, because that's way too long. Because this should be like making way too much, sucking it up to get it in. All right, so we'll do this across the middle. We'll take this little end off. There we go. Make the questo low.
See?
Okay. And now we're going to have two pieces. So let's see. This one here is a little going to have a funny end.
Yeah, always cut it, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Well, we are Italian, so.
Yeah. So, yeah, some guy today told me that I was like, what do you say? I was kind of aggressive.
Aggressive.
Me? Aggressive? He said I was talking to him too close to his face. I'm like, what kind of Italian are you? Is there anybody more loving than this mama here? Come on. Oh.
Okay.
But you know, I run across people, different walks of life all the time.
Exactly.
And you know what I see sometimes? When I see somebody who has a kind of an angry demeanor, grumpy demeanor, pissy, excuse me, I didn't mean to say that. This is supposed to be child friendly. Attenzione, attention. That's what it means. Look out, watch out. Oh boy, che bello. What I see is it makes me sad. Because you know what? I'm a firm believer in smile and wave. You guys have heard me say this before. Just because life is not, life is too short to be angry, to be jealous, to be, you know what, we're coming into Easter week. You know, we should be thankful. We should be happy.
Yeah.
And happiness starts from within, people. It starts by making pasta.
Yeah. Like us.
You know, and doing it together. This is fun. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if we did not have this video on, we would be doing exactly what we're doing. The same way, goofing off.
Yeah.
And this is how you do it. This is how you do it. So you really got to, life is too short to be pissy. And I'm going to make a t-shirt that says that. Life is too short to be pissy, right?
That's a good idea.
I don't understand why some people are just so unhappy with, it starts with your heart, you know?
You have to find
and when you are jealous of other people, jealousy is like got to be the worst. The worst.
But they don't live good. No, you know.
Jealousy is the worst, what do you call it? Emotion or feeling or whatever out there, period.
Yeah.
Because I'm always happy. When I see somebody else succeeding, when I see somebody else promoting their business, I'm happy for them. And I go, hey,
because
give
you've
me
been
one
there,
of those business
you know what it
cards
means.
or whatever, you know?
You know what it means, so that's why I appreciate it more.
Okay,
No.
So I'm talking too much.
No, it's fine. I can hold it.
Okay, I'm going. Make some space.
No, you're good. Oh, perfetto. Allora, questa pasta è venuta proprio buona.
It really did come out beautiful.
Perfetta proprio è venuta. Even with
all right, so you know what? So she's running back into Italian again. She's like, oh my God, this pasta's like came out perfect. I'm like, it really did. It is absolutely perfect. So simple. You guys saw it. Anybody can do this. This is what life is made about. You know.
Same. Yeah.
Did I ever tell you when I first got married? One day, you know, we were young, we were broke, and Pasquale walks in the house from work, and I had the sauce on the stove, the pasta water boiling. He walks in, but you know how when you walk in the house and the sauce smells good?
Yeah.
And Pasquale goes, man, he goes, I'm so glad we're Italian. And I said, why? And he said, because I'm so glad I love pasta. And I'm like, me too, because that's all we can afford right now. So anyway, so, you know, the thing is, though, you got to find the best and the beauty of everything that's in your life because, you know, it just doesn't pay to be pissy. And so anyway, so I love pasta. It has always stuck with me. And that's another t-shirt. I'm just going to make Karina's Kitchen t-shirts that say I love pasta. Maybe you should say, I'm so glad I love pasta. Forza Italia.
Forza Italia. Yeah.
For, you know what, we'll let them dry for a while. And then
esatto,
we'll put
e poi le spostiamo.
What she's saying is that we can lay towels on top of the ones we already did and then put the second layer. What we're going to try to do, though, is let them dry a little bit first, a little more, maybe even turn them over with a little extra flour. And then
put a lot of
she already put flour on top, so we should be fine. So now we're just putting them here on this towel. Wait, that's bad. Oh, that's...
Pasta with...
No, that's bad.
Oh, it's okay. It's secca.
Yeah. Okay, so we are now just putting the last of these on this last towel. And we have made our pasta.
Oh, yeah.
For domani, for tomorrow. Domani means tomorrow.
Domani.
Tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. Domani, ti amo. Ti voglio bene domani. Here's a beautiful pot of the sauce. This has all this beautiful, oh, look at this, beef and pork. Oh, smells so good. Okay, we're going to put this back on. Here we go. Now we're going to go over and see the pasta. So we have, this is the last of it right here. So we have one more towel of the pasta right next to the board where we were working. And right here we have this beautiful table. All the beautiful
Ma che bello.
pasta. Look at that.
Amazing.
So anyway, so here is me and Angela. Okay, we want to thank you.
Fun.
It was fun.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now we have to make dinner for tonight, so we're not done yet.
We're not done yet.
But we're done with you guys. Oh, mwah.
Grazie,
so anyway,
grazie di cuore a tutti. Thank you so much.
Thank you
it
from
was
our
a pleasure.
Hearts. Absolutely.
It was a pleasure.
I've been wanting her to do this for so long, so Polly did it. You know, it's just for fun.
No, that was fun.
But you know, please make sure that you follow. You know, we are trying to bring back the Roseto effect, the phenomenon by which people live longer, healthier, happier lives, by the way they live in community. Teach other people this thing, share it, make food, bring people to your table. It's so important. It's the bottom building block of our society. We need to do it more because the foundation is broken, and without the foundation, the building falls. So please.
Thank you, Terry.
So please, please, please. This is a really important mission. I don't just, believe me, I don't do this for the money because I ain't making no money making pasta with my cousin. I mean, we're going to eat good, though. But we're doing this because I believe in it, okay? Yeah. And I hope that you believe in what we're doing, too. And I hope that you will, you know, continue to support what I'm doing because I'm going to be asking you for bigger support later. We're almost there.
Please do it. Do it.
Yeah. So please share the page.
Share,
I need to, my Facebook page and my YouTube channel, I need to get them bigger. So please share the heck out of them. Go watch my videos on YouTube.
Australia.
Oh, Australia. Hello. Long way away. So anyway, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful Palm Sunday tomorrow. Enjoy eating around the table with your family.
Grazie a tutti. Grazie.
Grazie. Ciao.
Grazie.
Oh, that's cool. That was cool. I don't know if you guys saw it, but she did the kissies and it showed up on the screen. Wow. You know, this is an Italian goodbye. We're going to say goodbye 10 times and we're still here. So anyway.
It's so good.
You know, so.
All right.
So anyway, we love you. Please, please, please share this. And let's make this world a better place, okay?
Perfect.
Okay. Ciao, ciao. Buona serata. Ciao, ciao.